Hey you guys, how's your night going or your morning, depending on where you are? Let's see, I made you a video about fear earlier today, so let me know if that was helpful or not, about all the fears that we're feeling. And what, hey there, hey, you're the first, welcome. Tell me what your name is, where you're from. If you want to ask a question, put it in the question rectangle thingy with a little question mark so I can pull up the question. And hold on, let me turn off the heater. Just turned on again. Yeah, shut up. Okay, I'm back. So I made you this video on fear earlier today. Let me know if it was helpful. Basically, I talked about living in a constant state of fear. Because if you've been abused as a kid, there is this thing that, you know, you never know where the abuse is going to come from or who is going to do it to you or what is it that you would do that would be wrong. And if it was wrong, then you'd be punished. I mean, anybody here is in the same situation? I remember that I wasn't able to even predict of who. No more fear. Yes, yes, yes. Imagine your fear is an ugly purse. That was just, guys, I don't know where I came up with that. I don't remember. Maybe I read it somewhere. Maybe somebody suggested it to me. But it was such a vivid thing because that fear was like this really ugly bag or purse or whatever. You know, so you just put it on yourself and you keep moving forward. So fear is not stopping you. So if you want to ask me a question, please put it in the question rectangle thingy with the question mark. And then tell me what you want me to make the video about for tomorrow. I have like a whole bloody list here, you guys. Flashbacks, guilt, insecurity, bad dreams, obsessive thoughts, children as triggers, isolating yourself. Let's see, how to control emotions and how we trigger abusers and insomnia. Fuck, fear in your pocket, right on. Yeah. Well, the idea is, okay, look, we only have two basic emotions, okay? Oh, hey, Chris. Oh, yeah. Okay, what did your son think of Irkadura? That's a pretty interesting book for him to read. It's my book about when I was a pregnant teen mom. I was a teen mom, and it was no fun. I kind of had to run away from home and find a way to... Oh, really? He loves it? Right on. That is terrific. Wow, that's pretty amazing for... how old is he? For him to love this kind of book. So anyway, about the fear... The thing with the fear, it's good that you're afraid. I mean, there is no such thing as us not being afraid. You know, fear drives us. Fear is survival. So there is really... 15 years old. Holy shit, Chris. That's amazing. Please tell him my thanks for reading my story, okay? So, fear and the pleasure of procreation, basically. Shush. Shush to whom are you shushing, Johnny? So, there are really only two emotions. Hey, cheers from Pensacola. Yay, right on. And so, fear is like a primary, motivator for us not to die. And, we really love sex. And hold on, you guys. Let me just manage. All right. There was somebody who was trying to shush me. Very interesting. But I blocked their asses pretty fast. Blocked, gone. Thank you guys for your patience. This is a safe place, okay? So anybody who's coming here and starting to be an asshole is gone really fast. If you want to ask me a question, please put it in the little question, rectangle thingy with a little question mark. And then I can, thank you so much, damn it, Donna. And then I can put it up. Yeah, I know, right? Block party. And then I can put it up for everybody to read the question so I can answer and you actually see what the question that I'm answering. I love you right back, Shelly. Did you see that? That asshole just dropped in and... Why do people do that? I actually know why people do that. It's people who are really hurt and they need to be heard, but they don't admit to themselves that they're hurting. And so they're just going out and they're spilling all that pain onto somebody else. So back to fear and tell me if that video was useful. Okay. Hey there. Hi. So the fear is good, right? Don't think of the fear as something that's bad. Actually hold on to it because that means that you're alive, right? Same as, we love pleasure, we love sex, like for a reason, right? So when you're afraid, The problem with fear is, though, that sometimes it just stops you. Yeah, exactly. Like fear of motivation, fear of failure. I mean, just go ahead and name all the fears. And so that is the problem. And that's what I'm saying is that take that fear with you. Like recognize that this is a normal emotion. It's part of you, but it's not going to stop you from moving forward. Does it make sense? Like you keep going forward. You're afraid. You're like, okay, I got you. Thank you very much, brain, for telling me I have fear. Great. Okay, so then you go, I imagine it as an ugly purse. Like I said, I'm like, you can bitch at me all you want. You're afraid. I'm still going forward. And for some reason, that made it funny. Because it was like an ugly bag. I would think I'm like an ugly purse, you know. Somebody would be like looking at me going, dude, you have like no sense of fashion or something like that, you know. So hi there, Jackie. So that's just what I imagine. So it's okay to be afraid. It's fine. It's just that don't let the fear stop you and just keep going. Yeah, it's been stopping you for 10 years. I mean, fear has been stopping me my entire life. The one thing that I didn't realize was how much I'm living in a constant state of fear. I did not even realize it is a constant state of fear, like constantly jumping, you know. Everything I would say, I would, hey there, hey, hi to everybody. Yes, absolutely. So, I don't even know if managing fear is the right word. What I think is accepting it and then moving forward with it. Anyway, it's like it's part of you. Like hate is part of you. Anger is part of you. Jealousy is part of you. Like all of these things that we tell each other that's bad and wrong is bullshit. This is all part of you and you're beautiful the way you are. I mean, we're supposed to feel, right? You're feeling fear. That means that you're alive. You're feeling anger. That's great. You're feeling hate. That's great. Like it's all part of you. You can't separate it and say, oh, I'm being bad because I'm feeling this. There's nothing bad about feeling, right? When you're dead, you don't feel anything, do you? So it's like, why is that bad? You know? So that's ridiculous. Let me just take a look. That's a really good question. So it took me a little about 12 years. So 10 and 2 to heal. And I'm still not fully there. And I wish I had a better answer for you. I wish I could tell you, hey, it took me 1 month. Or it took me 1 year. Unfortunately, think of it this way. Think of math. So think of how much of an abuse did you suffer? How many years? How much damage was done to you? And then how long do you think is going to take to undo it? Just about the same time, right? That's probably faster because now you're an adult. So if the damage has been done to you when you were a kid, so you probably know some tips and tricks and you can parent yourself better, right? So if you think about it, so like, let's see, let me think. So I think my abuse and neglect started pretty much from my birth. The first I remember was I was hospitalized when I was 9 months old because I wasn't eating. It was told to me by family members that you didn't eat. So it was my fault that I had to have a blood transfusion in the hospital. My father gave me his blood because, you know, they told me I wouldn't eat. Whatever. And then they told me stories like they would go out to parties and leave me alone in the crib. And then they came home and I was eating my own shit. Wow. Smearing it on the walls. That's interesting, right? So whatever that was, it started, you know, pretty young. I don't even have many pictures of me smiling like a kid. Like I'd always have this kind of a face, you know. So I don't know. Right? And then I ran away from home when I was 17. So at 16, I decided to run away. At 17, I ran away. What does it make it? 17 years? And it took me 12 years to heal and I'm still not there. So I'm thinking 5 more years. Can you guys do your own math? Like, you know, there's been also other relationships that I've been in a really hard place. Like with my first husband. He tried really hard. He was a kid. We're both kids. You know, we're both 18. But we both didn't know what the fuck we were doing. And especially having a baby at that age. That's like insane, right? So, but it was not as damaging as it was with my parents. Or with the adults in my life when I was a kid. So, I adore you right back, damn it, Donna. So, do you see what I mean, right? So, this is the time that's gonna take you to be hurt. Okay, about the same time, maybe a little less, is going to take you to heal. If you're lucky, if you can actually do it with support of people. I got really extremely lucky. I was able to run away, not only from my home, but from my country. I was able, guys, I'm speaking to you in a language that's not my first language. I wasn't born into this. I didn't come here as a kid. I came here as an adult. So I had to learn this language from scratch. And this is one of the reasons why I'm able to talk about this. People ask me, well, how are you so brave, when you're doing this? And it's not that I'm brave. I'm not brave. I'm scared shitless, just like you. Like me sharing this, a part of me is really, really scared. But I'm removed from that environment. My father is not here watching it. My mother is not here watching it. They both don't even know English. I mean, my father knows some, my mother doesn't. And that gives me a place. It's like if I ran away to a different planet. You know what I mean? I was really lucky that I was able to go here. Really, really lucky. Because to go from Russia to US, the immigration and like just even get a visa to get out was pretty much impossible. So again, I got really lucky. There's just this streak of lucky things that happened to me. So yeah, I'm not religious. Thank you. I love that what you guys are saying. So, but before I could escape, I escaped into my stories. So that's what Chris was saying. Chris is a longtime friend and reader. Thank you for being here, Chris. Thank you for suggesting your book to my son. I'm honored, truly honored. The thing about books and about writing and about creative writing, basically writing a story into fiction, hi there, is you get to tap into your subconscious, okay? This brain right here is really smart. It's blocking out all the shit that happened to you because, привет, haha, oh, hey, Vivian, hi. If you want me to answer a question, type it in the question, instead of making a comment, make a Q&A. I don't actually know what it looks like to you guys. To me, it looks like this rectangle with the question mark. And, and that's where I'm going to go tap. And I learned it from another TikToker where I saw she was pulling it up. So in general, what you want to do with your life is really your own business, okay? And so when people tell you do this or go here or do blah, 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 like don't listen to anybody. Even honestly, don't listen to me. What the fuck do I know? I don't know. I'm just here to share with you what worked for me. So I don't know if it helps you, but if it does, holy hell, yeah, I'll keep talking about it, right? So I'll keep telling you. So I'm telling you, you cannot get well if you're surrounded by people who made you sick, and you cannot get well if you're in a place that made you sick. And that is why I'm so lucky that I was able to escape the people and the place. And guess what? The language. I actually could recreate myself in a different country with a different language where it was a blank page. I could speak. So to answer your question, Bernie Sanders, I love it. Oh, you even have the Bernie Sanders picture. So it's been about 12 years since I started, since I had my first panic attack, since I, confronted my father. I think I was 33. I'm pretty sure I was 33, so I'm 45 now. And there's still things that I'm battling with, but I'm probably about 80-85% there. I don't know how to measure it, but just sometimes I feel at 100% really, really happy. So does that help? I hope that answers your question. So let's see. I love that book, you guys. If you want to read about the journey of your body and what happens with can somebody give Gisela my webpage? But okay, great. Tell me what your name is, Bernie Sanders, and where are you from? My personal webpage with my books is kseniaansky.com, but I also have a startup right now. I'm building a community of creative healers. That's what we do to each other. What I'm doing here with you guys. Oh, and by the way, tomorrow I'm leading a class, a free class on how to write out your trauma, your pain, your anxiety, your everything that's happening to you into a story. Link is in the bio. Go register. It's tomorrow at 3:30 Pacific time, PM. Hi from Arizona. Right on. Tell me also what your name is. So do you guys see this on the screen? This book, The Body Keeps the Score? I really highly recommend it to you because if you read that book, you will understand how your brain works, how you process trauma, how you only get it into your brain in pieces, how the brain cannot make sense. Hi, Arizona again. You guys both Arizona. Talk to each other. Find out. Maybe you're like neighbors. Who knows? And how your body doesn't lie. Your body stores everything in it. Like even if your brain is telling you, no, that didn't happen. Your body's like, fuck you. It really did happen. And so it's really an amazing book. And just to give you a little history, the author, when he actually submitted this proposal of what, hi, Mexico, right on. I think the whole psychological kind of institution, like all the doctors rejected it. You can read the introduction to the book, which is sad, which is pretty much like, wow, we were so ingrained in this idea of Peru, yay, right on, of just absolutely not understanding how to deal with sexual abuse, which is rampant. Like, it happens to every second or third woman, and about 80 or something percent, I can't remember the actual police numbers if you look it up, are relatives. What does that make it? Canada, Costa Rica, right on, Hollywood. Oh, get out. That is awesome. I got you from Hollywood. Los Angeles, right on. Okay. Yeah, I tried EMDR. It didn't really work for me. I mean, if for any of you this works, Serbia. Holy shit, what's your name? I've never been to Serbia. I've been to Czechoslovakia, though, which is not Czechoslovakia anymore. Mexico, right on. Where else? Come on, guys, we're international. Last time we had all kinds of places. I think we had Vienna and Denmark and Egypt and, Christian. Am I saying it correctly? Christian? Is that like, you say it with the Russian kind of accent? I can speak to you guys in the Russian accent. Do you know? Brazil. Whoa. California, Alabama, right on. Christian, Australia. Holy shit, what time is it in Australia right now? Idaho, I've never been to Idaho. Okay, where else? Come on, guys, shout out. This is so awesome. We're international. New York, I love New York. I'm from Moscow. I miss the big cities, This is like, Seattle's like a little village to me. Philadelphia, right on. This is so awesome. Oh my God, Ohio. Hey, Oman, Indiana. Whoa, Louisiana. Right on. 3:20 on the... Oh, okay, so not too late. Texas, Orlando, Florida. Oh my God, this is so awesome. Yeah, I've been to New York twice. Northern California. Oh, Northern Canada. Arkansas. Okay, this is California. Pensacola. Hey, Eric. Hey. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Awesome. Okay, let me take a look at any other questions. Let's see. Yeah, so I can't remember my childhood either, just to answer your question. And, it's going to come to you like it came to me in pieces once I started doing the work. Dubai, right? I have friends in Dubai. I've never been. Virginia. Yes, this is so cool. So it is scary because you feel you're nuts. Anybody else has that? When you don't remember your childhood, you're like, fuck, am I crazy? Like, you talk to your friends and they're like, oh yeah, when I had this birthday party and I won pony riding, blah, 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 and you're like, that. And then people ask you and you're like, I don't remember. Or you try to bits and pieces, right? And you feel odd because you're like, well, I'm supposed to remember, right? And I and I don't know how to. I'm the same. I have like these fractional pieces that I remember, or I remember something odd. Do you guys have that? Like, I remember something really vividly, but it's like a totally like random event. Like, I don't know, like I'm flashing a toilet or some detail of something, and I would remember. So that was the inner child work that I've done. Like this book right here that I've written, you guys, I split myself into two in here. So I have my inner little girl in here, and she was telling me all these things. Yeah, Eric, you remember fragments? I get you. This took me 5 years to write for a reason, because it was me having a talk with that girl in my head, and she was telling me what happened, and I was like, I don't remember, so yes, so absolutely. So I get it that it's scary. You know what I mean? Anna? Is your name Anna? However, think of it this way. It's a good thing. Your brain has protected you, right? There's also many other reasons why we don't remember childhood. If you talk to most people, none of us really remember all of it with a photographic clarity. So don't think that because you don't remember that something must have happened to you. That's not why we're here. That's not what I'm telling you, right? I'm a survivor, and so my experience has been that it blocked out because my brain protected me. However, it doesn't mean that something bad happened to you. I got a lot of comments of like, oh my God, what does it mean? It doesn't mean shit. Unless you want to go deep into that, then dig, but most of the time, the thing is that if something bad did happen, usually our brain blocks it out because this is just how we continue to function as kids. And I'm not the one inventing it, you guys. I just nerded out on this shit when it happened to me. I've read pretty much everything there was to read, like books, including even police reports, and I'm writing a thriller right now because I was researching the minds of people who do this kind of stuff. So it's all out there. Just go ahead and read books. Let's see. Wow, you guys are awesome. There are so many awesome questions here. So I started by writing. I'll tell you, it was an accident. I actually was in such a bad place that I didn't know what to do. The therapist didn't know what to do with me. So I was going to, oh my God, 3 therapists, 3 doctors per week. And that was happening for about a year. I think maybe about 2 years. It's hazy for me right now. I don't remember. And so at first I had such severe panic attacks because what happened was all of these memories started flooding me, but they weren't complete memories. Any of you had that experience? It's like when you have PTSD, it was flashes, like flashbacks. It was sounds or noises or smells. I couldn't even get out of the house. I was afraid because something was going to happen. So I would go to therapist, to another therapist, to another therapist. Finally, they got me to a child therapist, a therapist who specialized in drama. So this was for children who are unable to speak about what happened to them, so they would act it out. And so with that therapist, she asked me to draw. I still have those drawings, by the way. If you want me to show them to you, I might actually dig them up. They're freaky. I cannot even, when I look at them, have you guys ever watched like this horror movie where you just cannot bear the thought of looking at it? Like it just shakes you? Kind of like that. I cannot look at those drawings. But underneath the drawings, I started writing little pieces of like what the drawing is about. And so that seemed to calm me down. I kind of drew myself out of panic attacks. And so my therapist said, hey, keep doing this. Keep journaling, please. Like literally, I said I wanted to kill myself. Like I was suicidal. And she said, please journal. Please write about it. So that is what I started doing. I started writing out, not so much journaling, just all of this stuff that came to me in the middle of panic attacks, which was just this crazy imagery of dead people, or me having a hole in my stomach punched through, or I cannot even describe to you like surfaces, sounds, noises. It's so, when you're overwhelmed with emotions like that, when your memories come back to you, it is nearly impossible to explain. So I was writing it all down. And once I've written all of that down, it seemed to leave me. And that was the beginning, really, of my first trilogy, which is Siren Suicides, which is about a teenager who's suicidal. And I was suicidal. I was suicidal when I wrote that, when I started journaling. And I was suicidal when I was a teenager. I wanted to jump off a roof of a building. I would go up, stand it next to the edge, contemplate. I think I was 15, and then I was 16. So that was the beginning for me to begin to heal. That's how I started, because I started understanding how does my brain work. And then I actually started to see what the hell happened to me. Does it make sense? Like I couldn't even understand what happened to me. Any of you have been here in the same boat where something happened before you started remembering, but you just can't put a finger on it. Like I knew, what I thought? I thought something was wrong with me. I thought something was wrong with my body. And I thought I did. Yeah? Okay, you can relate, right? So I was like, it's my fault, right? But it is not my fault. But you think it is your fault. So I thought, I'm broken. I thought, I need to be fixed. You remember that? Oh yeah, Chris. So yeah, guys, if you want to read about that stuff, the Irkadura is this book. Chris is talking about this book that I've written about. There's a lot of scenes about this. If you want to read to relate, would you say, Chris, would you recommend that? I honestly forgotten most of it, but if you're saying so, because it's actually traumatizing to me in a certain way to go back and reread what I wrote. So that's how I started. And okay, so Chris says yes. So yeah, if you guys want to read my journey, it's fictionalized, right? But it's still real, then get this book. I'm just warning you, it's scary and it might trigger you. So please be aware. I don't want to get you triggered, But if you want, then, you know, I guess you're seeing it backwards. But see Chris's comment up there, and that's the name of it. You can go find it on Amazon, or you can buy it on my site. I'll sign it to you. So, does that answer your question? Happy Poo, Felix? Where you can find my books on my site. It's KseniaAnsky.com, so it's my first name and last name.com. If you get them there, I'll sign them to you. A bunch of you guys bought them from me. Thank you. I signed them and I shipped them. If you want them cheaper, you can buy them on Amazon. And you can also get ebooks on Amazon. If you're completely broke, then you can download my books for free on my website, my ebooks, okay? So at one point, I trust you. You will get some money, you'll support another creator or somebody, but that's what they're there for. This is the only book that you cannot download for free because literally my readers yelled at me. They're like, fucking stop giving your books away. You know, but to me, it was so important to share my stories because that was survival for me. Literally, these stories is what made me not want to kill myself. Okay, I hope that I answered. Okay, that's a really good question. So, do you notice, what's your name? Wagma Myral? If you want to tell me what your name is in the comments and where you're from. Do you notice, guys, and everybody notice how the language we're using? Do you see how can you beat anxiety? Do you notice what we do? I do that too. Beat anxiety. That's very violent, right? We hate it. Did I read that correctly? Wagma Myral? The thing about beating, it's like people tell us it's negative. Do you get that? You're depressed? That's bad. You're suicidal. That's bad. You have anxiety. That's bad. But I don't believe that. I believe that our body, Wagma. Oh, that's an awesome name. Wagma. Am I saying it correctly? Wagma? That's great. Where did that come from? My name is Greek and it means foreigner and tourist. So I just don't believe any of that shit. I just think that your body is trying to tell you something. Okay? If you're depressed, that means your body's like, hello, pay attention to me. I don't want to live. Okay? Please, can you stop divorcing your brain from me? That's what I think. And like, so what we think about as anxiety, there's all of this talk about it. Oh, you're from Afghanistan. Oh my God. Wow, that is so awesome. My apologies to you from my countrymen. I mean, the war in Afghanistan, that was a long time ago, but I'm not proud of some things that my countrymen have done. Russia, I'm from Russia originally. So Argentina, right on. So it's not a bad thing. Like, yes, it sucks. Anxiety sucks. Depression sucks. Being suicidal sucks. All of that shit sucks. But I just don't believe, oh hey, from Turkey. I just don't believe that this is something you have to beat. I think that it's something you have to listen to. When you have anxiety, your body goes, red alert, red flag, like it's trying to tell you, please, I've been trying to bang on you for years. Can you pay attention? Something is happening. But nobody talks to us like this, you know? We're being fed pills, or we go to therapy, or people tell us, you need counseling, you need help, you need a mental health professional, blah, blah, blah. Kentucky, right on. So I think that your anxiety is a good thing in a way. It's something that's telling you, please don't do what I'm telling you to do. Right now, I have anxiety about, can you give me an example, Wagma? Can you give me an example? Is it about facing people? Is it about going outside? Like what? Give me an example. Or somebody give me an example about when you have anxiety. Just shout out in the comments and I'll talk you through what I think about it. Okay? So, yeah, great. Look at that. You listen to your anxiety. But give me an example. You're terrified of people. Okay, there is a reason for that. Australia, right on, talking on the phone. Okay, there is a reason for that, right? What does that mean? That means it's triggered. Something is triggering you when you're talking on the phone. Somebody is triggering you when you're at work. And that means you need to remove that from your system for you to heal. You're terrified of being judged, social settings. Okay, you're afraid of confrontation. Okay, I got it. So Do you see, guys? Do you begin seeing the pattern? This is why our systems are broken. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Wagman. But that's why I think that our mental health system, the way it's set up right now for healing, is just not really helping us, because we look at it as something negative. You're being labeled, you know? Oh, you have PTSD. Oh, you have ADD. Oh, you have insomnia. Oh, you have a mental health disorder. Just listen to the word disorder, like something is wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. You didn't do anything wrong. So why is it something wrong with you? Nothing is wrong with you, okay? So anxiety is like your shield. It's telling you don't go into social situations, which is what? So go and find out why. Talk to your inner kid. Go, hey, what are you afraid about? What the fuck is going on? Like, why? Why are you anxious right now? And then make that kid comfortable. Okay, because that kid is your body in a way, right? Because it's living inside of you and it's telling you, okay, I'm anxious about, I don't know, driving, about a lot of people. So then listen and don't go. Just because everybody's pressuring you to go to a party, don't go. And that is the hardest part, okay? Not the anxiety that's hard, although anxiety itself sucks, but what comes with it, right? It's exactly, yeah. Like, as you're saying, philosophically agree with me so much, totally. So, yes, of course, there's chemicals in your body. There's like, and again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychotherapist or a therapist or a mental health professional, none of those. I'm just telling you as a survivor, because for me, the shit didn't work. For me, I tried for years and I went through all kinds of therapists and doctors and like, it just didn't work. And in the end, I gave up. I threw up my arms and I'm like, I'm not sick, you guys. Like, I don't want to take pills anymore. It's not working. You know, it's not working. So please stop. And I could find nothing. I've been even fed antibiotics. I kid you not. I had psychosomatic pain and they gave me 3 courses of antibiotics. It wiped out my entire immune system and still nothing. After that, exactly. Yeah, I stopped taking pills. I used to be on ADD medicine, ADHD medicine. I had insomnia medicine, then I had side effects. And so I had medicine for side effects. I had PTSD. I've been like diagnosed with whatever. I don't know, lots of things. Yes, psychosomatic pain. So it was just like, I was trying to tell people, hey, there's nothing wrong with me. Like, okay, do you understand what that means? By saying there's nothing wrong with me, which is I know something happened to me, but I know that I'm okay. It's just that the result of what happened to me, it's an injury. But it is an injury that is both mind and body. So you can't look at my body separately. And you can't look at my mind separately. They're connected, okay? So you can't feed me pills here and then, you know, get me a shrink here. Like, it's not working. So in this way, you know, to answer your question, how do you beat anxiety? You don't beat it. I actually had to learn this myself. My language is also very violent because I grew up in violence, right? So I would say, talk to your anxiety. Does that make sense, Wagma? Talk to your anxiety. Just go, look, where are you anxious? What's going on? Say, talk to little Wagma and say, I want to comfort you. Are you scared? What's going on right now? Why are you anxious? What are you feeling? Where is that feeling in your body? Like, take 20 minutes, and I talked to you guys, right, about this, where okay, I get it that you don't have time. We're all fucking crazy busy. But this is what I found. 10 minutes is not enough. Half an hour would be awesome, but half an hour is a lot of time. Oh, you just clicked? Great. So, Wagman, does this help? I mean, please repeat, give me more in comments because I want to make sure that this really is helpful. So I'm not just like talking bullshit here, but it's really, is this helpful? Because that's how I approached my stuff, because it just pissed me off that I couldn't get better, and I've tried everything until I was like, wow, there is really no help for me. What am I gonna do? Like, how I'm gonna be functional as a mom, as a, like hold a job or anything. Okay, it does help. Okay, I'm happy. Let me go and see. There is more. That's a really good one. Can somebody tell Peanut Butter King? I love your name, Peanut Butter King. This is awesome. So I'll tell you how I do it, and you guys, can you maybe share tips and tricks? I would sit down, close my eyes, kind of like for meditation, but it's not meditation. And I would imagine myself, and if I couldn't imagine myself, I'd take a look at the photograph before that, a photo of me. And usually I would remember myself from a photo, just because, we don't really remember. And so I would imagine myself sitting next to me, and I would cross I'm happy, Wagma, thank you. I would cross my legs, kind of like in the lotus, and I'd hold my hand up, and I would put my other hand into my hand, but I would think that this was the little hand. So I'd hold it like this. You guys see? Not like the whole hand, but I would literally put a hand like this, and I'm like, I'm holding your hand. And I would imagine that little girl, and I would imagine her at that age. And with my eyes closed, with my mouth closed, it was not out loud. I would just talk. And I would say, how are you feeling? You know what happened at first? I cried like a fucking baby. The first time I did this, I put this hand into my hand. I just bawled my eyes out. Try it right now. Those of you here, try it right now. Do this. Do you see the hand? And then put your other hand, but only just the fingers, just the tips, and hold it. Imagine it as a little kid's hand. That is your hand when you're a little kid. And tell me you don't want to fucking bawl your eyes out right now. Like, I'm actually trying to hold it back right now. Like, okay? Try that. This is just thinking back to that kid and how much stuff she's been through. And now I won't ever let anybody hurt her. Okay? So do that. I know, I cried. I'm trying not to right now. But this is the work. Okay? I don't want to cry. I know, we can cry together. So try it. It's so amazing because it's a teeny hand. You're holding this teeny hand in your hand, and it just breaks your heart. You go, man, I wish I was there for you when these people did that to you, but I'm here for you now. Like, I love you. I'm holding you. Nobody will hurt you. Sorry, I'm breaking everybody's heart. Okay, but it works, right? It does. It's amazing. So does that answer your question, Peanut Butter King? Thank you for this awesome question, by the way. Look at that. You made us all cry. Try this trick, you guys. It is, there's something about it when you're just holding the tips of the fingers and you realize that this is you. The little kid that you're holding is you. It never went anywhere. That kid is still living inside of you, and you can parent that kid, and you can love that kid, and you can give your kid everything they've ever dreamed about. Like, one thing I wanted to do when I was a kid, I wanted to dance. And why are you sorry, Peanut Butter? Why? Hey, can we please all say thanks to Peanut Butter for asking an awesome question? That was so beautiful. Look at what you did. So, everybody go tag Peanut Butter King, and just say, I love you. You're awesome. Send hearts. Just say, I love you, okay? Ouch, that hurts. Yeah, absolutely. There you go. There you go. Yeah, tell us what your name is, where you're from, if you would like to. Thank you, Peanut Butter King. It's such a great name, too. Let me go take a look at, there's been more questions here. You know what? You are normal. Haha, we love you, Peanut Butter King. Everybody send love to Peanut Butter King. So, this is something that I want to stress for everybody. You are normal right now. Okay? You are. There's nothing wrong with you. The way you are is normal. The problem is that we're not equipped as society to deal with that, and we're labeled as abnormal. Like something is wrong with us, but nothing is wrong with us. Nothing ever was wrong with us, and nothing ever will be. And when we're in that state, we are normal. We're just experiencing something right now. Okay? So you are normal right now. What's going to happen is you're going to get better. Okay? Better at lots of shit. That's what you're going to do. So that's, being crazy is normal. Yeah, I love that. So I do really hope that answers, right? Okay? Okay, let me take a look at, so, Thank you, Sebastian Hollywood. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am not a therapist, guys. I want to stress it again. If you're coming here for professional advice or something, I can't give it to you. This is not what I'm here for. I'm here to build a safe community where we can talk to each other. I'm just sharing with you the shit that happened to me, and I'm sharing with you what helped me. So I'm really, really, really thankful. And I'm honored that you're spending time with me. I mean, you could have been watching your favorite TV show. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Why are you here? Hopefully it's helping. So, oh my gosh, let's see. So I can tell you about my pain. Mine was because I went through sexual abuse. In particular, my entire groin area has been violated. So I had trouble with peeing, with my bladder, holding my pee. So my psychosomatic pain was with my bladder. So I was peeing blood when there was no infection. Anybody else can relate to this? It's usually in the medical circles called interstitial cystitis, and people tell you it's not curable. Guess what? Bullshit. I don't have it anymore. And you know what? If I followed the medicine and all the tips and advice, I would have been on pills, and I thought that this was for life, that I was fucked up for life. And it was bullshit because, again, that's exactly what you were told, Brianna. I know. Fucked up, right? So they gave me 3 courses of antibiotics. They put me through all the tests. They're like, you don't have bacteria. I'm like, there's pink in my pee. You know, I have to go pee every 15 minutes. So what happened was, as I would hold my pee, okay, when I was little, and then it would hurt. I was also hospitalized with bloody diarrhea for reasons you can only imagine. Again, that would hurt. So I had developed this whole relationship with going to the bathroom. It was not fun. So I would not go until I absolutely had to. Once I peed myself in front of a whole class in school, because your whole pelvic floor area is fucked up when you're a childhood sexual abuse survivor. You know, when an adult does to your vagina what it's not supposed to do. When you're a baby, I mean, I'm calling it a baby. I wasn't a baby, but still, you're a little kid, right? So it's like, what the fuck? It's like a scar for life. So I had this need to not, I cannot even explain it. Like, going to the bathroom was scary, or it's wrong to explain it. That was not scary. How to say it? I was afraid of the pain. Okay, I was afraid of what was gonna come, and I didn't know what was gonna come, and I didn't want to use those parts. Okay, I got it. I didn't want to use them. Okay, so that's what happened. And at the same time, I was confused because touching them was pleasurable. So it was so confusing. These two things, the fear and the pleasure, that I'm gonna start blinking out. This is really triggering for me to talk about this right now, but that was my psychosomatic pain. So this is how I started healing, Brianna. I hope it answers your question. It wasn't about the fucking bladder, okay? It was about, oh, I remember I was sexually abused. Oh, I remember it was my father. Oh, I remember he did things to me that he was not supposed to do. And actually that hurt me a lot. Oh, so maybe that's why when I heard my first sex when I was a teenager, I had no blood, no nothing. Like, and I did touch myself, like I was laying on the bed, but I was hovering above the bed, actually watching myself. Like, yeah, I need to stop you. I'm going to move on to the next question. This is a little, I haven't gone in that in a long time, but you can actually witness. You can see like my face is getting red. I'm getting all agitated because it's so raw still. Like, and it's going to stay there for life. Like, there's nothing you can do about it, but you can go forward with it. It makes you stronger. Does it make sense? So yeah, I'm sorry if I'm reminding you of this shit, because that's not fun. So that's how I began healing my psychosomatic pain. It is gone now. I don't have to go pee every 15 minutes. I'm not peeing blood anymore. It's gone. After people told me that it wasn't. Doctors told me, okay? Doctors didn't know what to do with me. But it's over. So Brianna, does that answer your question? And I guess I have to look at the camera. I constantly look at your comments, so I'm like, yeah, well, I mean, thank you for feeling sad for me. At the same time, it doesn't bother me anymore. Like it's what happened. It's like a fact. It's like I don't harbor a lot of emotions towards it anymore. It is part of me. It's what made me. It's like, okay, so I'm gonna take it in, and it's like a scar, like a battle scar, and I can show it off and I say, look at this, little shits. I've been through this shit and I'm stronger for it. That's kind of how I view it now. Because look at this, I've been through it and I can talk about it. Okay, hopefully I can help you. You are, Brianna, you already are there. Does it make sense? Like, you're there, you're usually closer to there, whatever there means that you think. Okay, so it's just that we don't even think this way. So yeah, okay, let me take a look. Yeah, right? You guys saw it? I know. And yeah, my body was telling me, hold on, let me see. Okay. Wow, there's so many. Thank you guys. You're so awesome. You're so awesome for asking all these questions. So let's see. Have you been severely depressed? Yeah, I'm gonna try to speed through them. Yes, I have. I mean, I was suicidal. I wanted to kill myself. And what helped me was, again, writing all that shit out. So I'm gonna, there's another question that somebody said, let's see. Oh, okay. So this is what I did. I answered, the questions that my brain had, which my brain had a question, what happened? My brain would scream, what happened? What happened? Who did it? What happened? And I would feel crazy because I couldn't remember. So I accessed what's in here from writing. So I wrote it out and I started seeing patterns in what I'm writing, and that's how I knew it was true. Okay? I can see your guys' comments like, I feel broken, I'm a mess. You're not. It feels this way, but you're not. And so part of how you're feeling, all the shit you're feeling, again, if you want to access your subconscious, ask your kid, go, what do you mean I'm broken? What do you mean I'm a mess? Like, exactly what does it look like? And then try to draw it or write it out. Like, I kid you not, you really, 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 really will be amazed what happens if you put it on paper. Because when it's in your brain, have any of you had these obsessive thoughts? It just goes on and on and on and on. It's like rotate, blah, 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 like it wouldn't shut up. And that is the worst thing. And so what I found is when you put it on paper, when you force yourself down to sit and think and put it into a story, it just does something to your brain. It organizes your thoughts and they stop spinning. And then when you look at it, when you see it, you actually see the pattern, so you begin to feel and to understand how your brain is working. Okay? So yeah, so when you say about all these things about yourself, like, will I ever be normal? I'm a mess, like feeling unworthy. Yeah, exactly. You're not any of these things. It's all in here, and it goes la 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 la. And by the way, you know where it came from? It was some of your abusers told you this. Okay, it's people who told you something. Do you know why they told you this? It's because they hung their own insecurities on you. It's not you. You did nothing wrong. Most of the time when you're a kid, you really didn't do anything wrong. You were just being a kid. But people really wanted to get you to a place where they wanted to be. And you were a trigger because you're a little kid. They would look at you, especially your parents. They recognize themselves in your age. And they would tell you, don't do this, don't go here, or I'm going to punish you for this, or blah, 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 blah. And so you get all this baggage, all this garbage that has nothing to do with you. And unfortunately, most of us do that. I mean, I've done it too. We're not saints. I hope I did better. My kids tell me that they love me and that I'm, the best mom ever. And I really, really, truly hope that I stop the cycle. But what happens is we can't help it, okay? We get scared, back to fear, right? And we think, well, if I'm going to warn you, I really love you, I'm going to tell you, don't go there, don't do this, yada, yada, yada. And so we never learn to listen to ourselves. Like, who you truly are. Any of you here had this? Like, all of these thoughts in your head, you go for a second and you go, Yeah, do you love yourself, or do you basically even know who you are? Like all this stuff in your head, is that even you thinking it? Or is it people who told you how to think? Just think for a second, right? Do you know? You know that I didn't know? You know that most of my life I lived for other people? And people will do that to you. If you don't know who you are, they'll tell you who you are, and they'll tell you how to live your life. And guess what? Most of us do. Because as abuse survivors, we don't know how to have our own voice. We don't know how to do what we want. We know what to do what other people want. We're givers, right? They take, and so we're being trained to give. It was the hardest lesson for me to learn. I was like, well, what is it that I want? You know, the funny part is my boyfriend, I love him very much, and he loves me very much. And he actually helped train me. He would ask me, what do you want to do? And I would be stumped. You know what I would say? Well, what do you want to do? He goes, no. Hold on. What do you want to do? And I would be stumped. I'd be like, and then I tell him all these things that he likes. Like, oh, I'll watch a movie with you, or, you know, we can go here, do this, blah, blah, blah. And he'd be like, hold on. What do you want to do? Right? And I'm like, I don't know. And it would, you know what else? What happened next? Anxiety. It would be Saturday night, and I'm like, let's watch a movie. He's like, is that what you want? And I was like, I needed time. I needed hours to decide what I wanted, because I had to go and sit down to think what I want, because I didn't know. Does it make sense, you guys? Like, I absolutely didn't know, because I have never even thought about what I want. So that was really, you're like that? Happy, yeah, I know. Isn't it bewildering? And then guess what? In social situations, people don't wait for you. They get really kind of impatient. Guess what they do? They drag you into what they want to do. And what do? You fucking go along, because you want them to like you, because you're so desperate for their attention that you don't mind, you don't care. You can shove your own self back. You will do what your friends tell you to do, because you have some friends. But inside of you, you feel wrong. Yeah? Can you relate? Right? Yeah. We're being called people pleasers. So, and that's really a huge issue, is because we don't know how to want what we want. We also don't know how to declare it. I want you to listen to your language. How often do you guys say, I need to do this, I need to do that? Any of you here? Oh, I should go to the grocery store. I need to do my laundry. What's wrong with that? Can somebody tell me what's wrong with saying I need to do laundry? Anybody? I'm gonna wait. What is wrong with you saying I need to do laundry? It's one word. What is the one word that is wrong in this sentence? Or I need to do homework. Or I need to take out the trash. What is one word? Yes, Queen, yes. What the fuck? Need? What happened to I want? How often do you guys every day say I want? Are you gonna say I want to take out trash? No. I love you guys. You get it, right? It's like, what the fuck? Like, we don't even know how to say I want. You know that I had to train myself to speak up and say I want. I don't even know how to say I want. Okay? It would be I should, I need, I have. I have to go do groceries. Oh my God, I have to do laundry. I have to clean out the house. I need, I need to go and do this stuff or this, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, but what is it that I want? And not in like there would be nothing in my language, even just speaking. I want to move to Hawaii. Yes. Okay, let's play this game. Everybody, please write a comment. And I wanted to start with I want. Okay, we got I want to be single. What else? Keep going. I want to be happy. Okay, that's a good one. Keep going. What else? Just shout out I want. It can be crazy. I just want you to practice. Did you hear what I said? I want you to practice. I want to love me more. I want to be at peace. I want to be happy and loved. I want to be here. I want to be happy again. I want to meditate. I want to be free. Okay, I want to be loved. I want to be present. I want to get out of my country. I want to be stress-free. Okay, we're gonna do something else right now. Are you guys all in the safe place? Are you? Can you shout? I mean, I can't hear you. I want to be a good mom. I want to be satisfied. Okay, this is beautiful. Can you right now, let me think about this. I'm going to play this game with you. I'm actually in a place on the first floor and I can shout. I want you to shout this to the universe right now. What you just said. Okay, we're going to do it together. Let me think. What is it that I want? Oh my God. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to think what I want right now. I think right now I want the juicy steak. No, I'm not that hungry actually. I know. I want to sleep like a baby and see a beautiful dream. Okay. No, you know what? This is about me. Let's see. Fuck, this is hard. I'm in the middle of talking, so I'm trying to think, what is it that I want? Oh, I know. I want to see you all. I want so badly to have like a big party where I see you all in person. I want to fucking hug you all. If you're huggable, if it is okay for us to touch each other, you know, that is what I want. I want to meet you all in real life. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to shout. Everybody's with me? If you're not in a safe place, shout into a pillow. Hang on. Let me take a pillow. Okay. I got a pillow. Anybody has a pillow? Okay. We're all gonna yell what you want to do. Alright? I mean, I don't have to yell into a pillow, but if you have neighbors who might think you're crazy or people. Okay. Do you remember what you want? Everybody remembers? Okay. You're gonna shout at the universe because you gotta declare it. So, on 1, 2, 3, I'm gonna shout, I want to meet you all in person. Okay? 1, 2, 3, go. I want to meet you all in person. I love you all. Woo! Okay, I hope I didn't freak anybody out. Did you guys yell? Did you yell with me? Okay, just shout what you want. It's really freeing if you do that. Like really, really scream. Did you scream? Did anybody? I know. You scream, yay! Yes! Yeah! Woo! Party time. Okay, great. So I have homework for you. Can I give you guys homework? You're not going to hate me for it? Okay, tomorrow or today, if it is a day for you, watch your language. And every time you say, I need, or I should, or I have, catch yourself and change it to I want. Can you do that? Are we in agreement? Can you do that? Yeah? You'll get a yes? Please? Homework? Begin changing your language and start saying what you want. Okay? Okay, we got 1 yes. Okay, guys, you guys are all on the hook. We're all witnesses here. I want. Yep. Even if it's like silly, like I want a lollipop. I want you to declare it. Do you hear me saying it? I want. Because I trained myself. It took me over a year. I want. No more fucking of this I have, or I should, or I need, or blah, blah, blah. And of course there's things that you need. And of course you'll be saying I should and I have to. I get that. But I want you to begin shifting your language, okay? And begin saying I want. There is power. Especially if you're in the work environment and you're meeting with someone, you say, I want to meet and to talk about blah, blah, blah. Okay? No more of this, the secret of power. Whatever you want to call it. Yeah, certainly. Wow, do you see what discussion you sparked, Somies? How do we tap into your now I want ice cream. Yes. Oh my God, I want ice cream too. Hey guys, I have an ice cream maker. My boyfriend gave to me for my birthday and I make my own ice cream. It is fucking fantastic. I love it. Yes, I love you right back. So let me see. Do we have any more questions? I think, let's see. Motivated, exactly. Let's see, what's the time? Oh my God, guys, I went over the time. I have to end it. It's been about a year. It was amazing. So I'm probably not going to answer any more questions. Come tomorrow to my class. Do I have a show of hands? Anybody is coming tomorrow? It's going to be at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. Go click on the link in my bio. Okay, and then you get you'll get like an email, and then tomorrow, oh, it's 3 a.m. here now. It's tomorrow, Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. If you can make it, yes, please. Go click on the link. You'll have to register. You have to be 18 or over. I know that, oh, you never got an email back? Email me directly, Anna Zaratex. It should have worked. If it didn't work, it's Ksenia@emberville.com. So, or you can go to my site, emberville.com, and in the contact form, send me an email and say, hey, I'm so-and-so. Oh, you know what? Never mind. You can actually go on Instagram and follow me there and send me direct message and say, I never got an email, I signed up or whatever. 17 is okay. Yeah, I used to, so I'm doing it from my company's site, and we legally you have to be over 18. I know a few of you guys have been under 18, so you can kind of skate along. Those of you who already been there, I've done it for 2 Saturdays, but going forward, I'll think of like a teenage meetup, but it is for people 18 or over. I'm going to be teaching you tomorrow how to do creative writing, how to basically process your stuff, how to access your memories and all of that. We're going to be working on what I've done for myself. There's no guarantees. Don't think that it's magically going to solve everything, but it's going to be the first baby step, okay? So, yeah, go click on the link, and then tomorrow the system will automatically send you like an email with it. You'll register on the Zoom. You all have used Zoom, right? It's very simple. So, and it will be every Saturday. If you can't make it this Saturday, we can do next Saturday, so don't worry. And I'm gonna go fall into bed. I love you all. That was so much fun, right? Was it fun screaming I won? You know what's even more fun? Rolling on the floor having a tantrum. So, yeah, 17 years old. My lawyers will, we can't do it because we're technically doing it on my company's, oh, you're 17 too. Okay, 17-year-olds. You'll have to legally agree that you're over 18, so you can't do it. So 17-year-olds, please, what should I do? Go find me on Instagram. Send me a direct message in there and tell me, hey, I'm 17. And I'm going to do like a special Zoom just for teens or something. Okay? That's the best I can come up with. I'll email my lawyers next week and see how I can make it happen. Okay? Because this is, oh, you just turned 17. Yeah, this is just, it's just such a sensitive topic, and it really, really, really is important that you guys are protected and we're protected and I'm protected. And so there's different laws, once you're an adult versus when you're not an adult, technically, at least in America, because then legally liable. My Instagram name is the same, Ksenia Ansky. So you're 100 years old. That's awesome. I would love to have 100 years old tomorrow. Does it make sense? Okay, I'm gonna try. I know I got so many messages from you guys, 14, 15, 16, 17. We're just, oh, you signed up. Yay. So Jennifer, it worked, right? It was simple. Okay, so yeah, so click on the link, and you're very welcome. I love you right back. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you all. So remember your homework for tomorrow. We're doing what? You're saying what? I want. Okay? Every time you go, I need, I should, I have, go whoop, 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 I want. And then start declaring what you want. Okay? Oh, wait, live video? That's a good idea. Carolyn, a live video on TikTok for teens. Yeah, but then how do I limit it only to teens though? I mean, everybody's gonna come. So yeah, let me think. If you guys have ideas, go send me a message on my company's site, Emberville, in the contact form. Just tell me what ideas you have for teens, okay? Okay, I want. Yes, we got it. Okay, I love you all. I'm gonna go drop in bed. Remember for tomorrow, say I want. Come to my class, and I'll see you around. I'll make you another video tomorrow. I love you all to death, okay? Give love to your inner kid. Okay, goodbye.